Good morning, YouTube. It is a beautiful April 11th morning. We're talking like mid-60s already. It's supposed to get up into the 70s today, and I think the 80s tomorrow. So it looks like we might have skipped right over spring and went straight into summer. Anyways, today I am gonna see how this bow is shooting. This is the Archery Adapt, set at 60 pounds. I put a new drop away rest on there. It's a trophy taker smackdown, and that's a limb driven rest. So that means that the cord is attached to the limb. So when I draw, the launcher arm goes up, and then when I shoot, the limb forces it down before the arrow touches it. I did dismantle it. I took this little arm off here, which is like a containment arm, and I broke this off, which is the other half of the containment arm. I actually took a pliers and had to break it off. As you can see, that's like a metal. A lot of people would laugh at me and say that I just ruined a brand new rest. However, I don't like the containment arms. I like to shoot with them off. So that's the first thing I do whenever I get one of these. So I roughly sighted it in. So let's see what we're working with here. These arrows are the gold tip Hunter I think these are 450s. 400s. So gold tip Hunter 400s, and the bow is set at 60 pounds, like I said, 28-inch draw. And this is about 12 yards here. Okay, that looked just about perfect. 12 yards is good. We'll go back to 20. So you're probably asking yourself, if you're so happy with the Bear Escape that you own, why are you messing around with this Adapt? That Bear Escape is my favorite compound bow that I've ever used. Super accurate with it. I just have kind of like a Zen connection with it. But that being said, I kind of want to pass that on to my son, and I don't want to shoot it anymore until he comes back. So I would kind of like to get this bow shooting as good as that one, if I can. Let's see what that did. That was 20 yards there. About 22 actually. Looks like a hair to the left, which was the issue I was having. So we might have to move that sight a little bit. Let's go back to 30 and see what it does at 30, 33. If that's to the left too, then we'll move the sight out to the left a little bit. Oh, I think I pulled that one to the right. That was totally me though. I pulled it, I felt myself. So I'm sure I'll lose a lot of followers. Every time I do a compound bow thing, I lose followers for some reason. I don't know why a person, yeah, see I shot about 1.5 inches to the right on that one. Up and down was perfect though. We'll try 30 again. I don't know why a person can't like all forms of archery. Just about the only kind of archery I haven't tried would be crossbow. And yes, I do consider crossbows a form of archery. I just haven't got to the point where I needed to try one yet. But I love shooting compounds. I love shooting my recurves. And quite honestly, my favorite bow to shoot right now is my Oneida, which is, I mean, it's a compound, but I mean, it's a compound that's a lot like a recurve when you're shooting it. All right, we'll try 30 again. That felt a lot better. Didn't jerk it at all. Let's see if it landed a little bit left, or if it was, no, it looks pretty good. Now 33 yards, that's the farthest I would ever shoot at an animal. And I'm touching, granted barely touching, but I'm touching that white there. That would count. That would count in a tournament. I'm pleased with that. I'm probably gonna turkey hunt with that bow. That's why I only got the 100 grain field tip on here, because for the turkeys I want to use the rages. I don't use those for deer, but I want to use the rage for the turkeys for the wider cut, because you know the turkey's vitals are so small. Let's try 20 again and see if I just didn't pull that one to the left. 30 was perfect left and right on that last shot. Okay, that was 20. I was shooting at the lower right corner of the bag, and she looks like a bullseye. Again, barely touching it, but I'll take it. That's acceptable for me. So I've got a good month and a week before turkey season, so it's plenty of time for me to shoot this bow, get totally used to it. I believe this is the bow I'm going to use during turkey season this year. At least that's what I'm hoping for right now. If I get cold feet and go right to the scape, I mean, you'll see it in the videos when it gets here finally. But that's about all I got for you today. Again, let us enjoy all the forms of archery. If you're only stuck into one aspect of archery, I feel like you're limiting yourself. I mean, if that's what you want, you only want to shoot recurves, or you only want to shoot compounds, hey, all the more power to you. But don't hold it against somebody because they like shooting all forms. There's something to be said for standing out at 60, 70 yards and being able to hit, you know, a softball every time if you want to. Just like there's something to be said for, you know, snap shooters that don't even have to hardly aim. They just pull that bow back, release it, and that arrow magically goes where they want it to. I love all forms of archery. So sorry if that's not for you. It's not like I ever want to get my channel monetized anyways. You don't have to follow, but I love all archery, anything outdoors, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.